It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Young now to throw right away. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. He'll drop this for ETN. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard.
Go.
They'll run. It's ETN. A gain there of 10 yards. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that 3rd down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
The carry here for ETN. Whoa. 12 more yards from him there, and another 1st down.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Young. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They get an even 20 on that one. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip, and he does it about as well as you can ask. Mike, so often we see when a draw play is called, so much of the success depends upon what look do you get from the defense. In this case, they dial up a blitz. It could be feast or famine. In this case, it's famine. The blitz runs right into the draw. They get stopped. No gain.
That one thrown quickly. Watson on the RPO. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. On 2nd down, Young. To the right side here, pass is caught, and he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone. because it's 1st and goal.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
ETN ahead out of the pistol. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
The Panthers will take their first timeout.
On the set.
Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal.
Set. Ready.
Out of the shotgun. Young. It is brought in the end zone. Xavier Legette. Touchdown, Panthers. His 6th touchdown now for the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Let's go.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that ball.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They'll go again with Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
London brought in motion. They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get them down for a loss on the play.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. A tough spot here. Third and long. From the gun, it's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. On the handoff, here's Robinson running right. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. He'll get this out wide. And he will score. Drake London. Touchdown Atlanta.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Etienne. And he'll get about 5. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Viking 18, go!
They'll go play action with Young. He'll get rid of it and complete it. That pass play good for 22. It's a Carolina first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. Harris Evans on the score. They face second down and 7.
Here we go, set!
Now Etienne. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Second and 7. From the gun, it's Young. That's complete to Etienne. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after.
And that's a thing of beauty. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack. You certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Another run here for Robinson. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Robinson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On third down, Penix. He's got the hook up there to Cooper.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On first down, it's Robinson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. On the ground, it's Robinson. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Track 60. Go.
They'll throw. It's Penix. To the outside. Catch made by London. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly...
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Falcons. That his second touchdown tonight. Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, here's Etienne. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
Let's go.
off the play fake. Here's Young. He'll take a shot for Watson. That's caught! To the goal line and in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Panthers. Now it's York for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Panthers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here is Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. From the gun, on third down, here's Penix. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On play action, Young. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Penix now off the bootleg. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and that will lead to a second down. They'll run with Robinson, and he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Third and 6. Back to throw. Here's Penix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Come 19. Take go.
They'll run. It's Etienne. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Carry here for Etienne. Etienne has the 1st down, still going. Down the sideline to the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
The throw on the run is complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
So first off, nice job picking up enough for the 1st down. I got to be honest, Mike, when he caught it, I thought he was going to put his foot in the ground and get physical and run through contact and try to score. I'm not so sure why he just so quickly ran out of bounds, even though he was able to pick up the 1st.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They'll run it here with Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. On the handoff, it's Robinson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down. Looking to throw, it's Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
Their own 39-yard line.
Ready up.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Trap roll 80.
He'll get this out to the left flat. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Escaping the danger, throwing, and completing. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Etienne ahead out of the pistol. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So now the Panthers and Young will attempt the two-point conversion. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
But I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Now the lefty Penix on first down. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. A good spot here, second and a yard. Throwing is Penix. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
It's a gain of 10.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Cooper going in motion. On first down, it's Penix. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On second down, Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. But I'll tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself, understand when he had enough to pick up the first down, to get down and live to play another snap.
Left side in the hands of London. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On second down, here's Penix. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll run with Robinson, and he will score. Game on. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just 1 here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's the pistol snap to Young. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Now, Etienne. And he's going to have the first down. Mark him at the 45 and move the chains. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Here we go.
On first down is Young. To the left side in the hands of Watson. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now here's the longtime star in the league, Zeke Elliott. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's into the hands of Mingo. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. A 2nd down throw for Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So a pressure kick here for Cade York. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Cooper with the grab. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
That's caught right side. It's London. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So here comes Younghoe Koo in a pressure spot. This to get back to a 1-possession game. The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. This one from 52 yards away. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike